USHRA Monster Jam World Finals is the premier monster truck event in the country. The ultimate display of speed, skill, and destruction. 16 of the world's best trucks descend upon the nation's most luminous city, Las Vegas, to battle in the biggest competition of the year. The one that crowns the next World Racing Champion and World Freestyle Champion. Drivers and their crews pour countless hours of work into their monster trucks, testing the limits of the powerful machines they create, and often sacrificing it all for a shot at the titles. Proving once again, champions are built, not born. Die-hard Monster Jam fans from all over the world come to Sam Boyd Stadium to witness the intense competition on the track. But what they don't get to see is all of the intense action that goes on off the track. Now is your first chance to get an exclusive, never-before-seen look at all the excitement, all the drama, all the backstage action of the Monster Jam World Finals. As USHRA gives you all access.
Approximately 4,000 yards of dirt. There's 108 jersey barriers, there's 6 boxes, there's 62 cars, there's, I don't know, a dozen vans, 3 motorhomes, a boat, fire truck, you name it, we've got it here. Everything here we supersize, so to speak. It's considerably more dirt, a lot more work, a lot more labor-intensive work here. We've got about 1,040 hours of man hours into the event so far, just getting it prepared for this point here. And we'll probably do another 1,000 hours on the move out.
4 cars total in number 1. 1 red car, one on one side, 2 blue cars in the middle, 1 white car on the end. Red, blue, white one. Each case.
The operations department looks at the type of obstacles and what they want to do with the event. And they pretty much draw up a drawing that then comes down to us. We take that drawing and transform it into what you see here. They hand it to us and then we build it. We do a different type of racing here. We race down what we call Thunder Alleys, which is 2 alleys that come in on both sides of the stadium floor. So we have to level the field. We have to actually build the roads up so they're level with the field itself, which takes a lot of time. We don't do this in any other stadium.
Because of the importance of this World Finals program, we go all out to say that this really is the greatest monster truck event that spectators can see anytime during the year. For example, the racing competition starts in the parking lot behind the stadium and the trucks race into the stadium, and they're going better than 60 miles an hour by the time they enter the stadium floor. Also with the freestyle element, we build a variety of very special obstacles. You'll see rock piles and truck pyramids and really a collection of things that you might not be able to see in the regular monster truck shows that we're able to do week to week.
This year we have brought 36 trucks together, 16 to compete, and then we'll have an additional 20 that will sit in the pit party. So it's not the largest field ever, but it's the largest field we've had at the World Finals. On the site right now we have 3 grave diggers, 2 Maximum Destructions, 2 Monster Mutts, 2 Blue Thunders, pretty much anything that we can come get our hands on for this weekend. So it's pretty cool. You know, a week prior to the event, trucks were already here on site, and it pretty much rolled through all week.
On Tuesday is when I got here, and I actually drove the tractor and trailer from Pontiac, Michigan, right to here. And when we pulled up in the parking lot, we got out and stretched and all that stuff. Some of the guys were already here and had the trucks, other teams unloaded. I said, man, it looks like we've been late. It looks like we missed the show. It was carnage in the parking lot. they've been thrashing, man. So, you know, hats off to the crew guys, because if it wasn't for those people behind the scenes that put all this together for us, it would never happen.
Just to kind of to tell you what it takes to get here, last week, for example, the Teenage Ninja Turtle truck literally was broken in half. To see it coming off of the stadium floor, forklifts lifting it off, wheels broken off of it, that truck's back here.
We're probably going to spend another 4 or 5 hours on it. Right now they're trying to glass the pieces in just to get it pulled together. We got it patched up about a month ago, you know, and now Ernie rolled it last week in Nampa, Idaho. So it's hurt pretty bad. Up close it ain't going to look that good, but once it's on its tires and up in the air, it won't look all that bad. We're going to trash it pretty good out there, so there's no sense in putting a brand new body on.
The same thing with our world champion truck, Avenger. Last week that truck rolled so bad, clapped its roll cage, had to go back to the shop, spent all week in the shop. They literally raced it out here to Las Vegas. It's got a new roll cage, it's ready to go. He's ready to defend his world title.
We brought our second truck, the Brutus, as a spare vehicle, actually. If something happens to Avenger where we don't have the parts to fix it, because you can only bring so much stuff in a trailer, then we can just yank the body off this, put it on our spare, and go racing.
We had Pontiac Silverdome last weekend. That's a real big show for us, of course. You know, we're sponsored by Ford. That's Detroit. That's Ford country, you know. So, you know, we gave it all we could last weekend, and we broke a lot of parts. So we've been in this parking lot since Wednesday thrashing on that truck. I mean, we was here to 4 in the morning last night. We're back in here at 7. We've put a rear end in it. We put 7 4-link bars. We've put a motor in it, a transmission, and now we come to find out after we drove a little bit today, we got a front end out of it. So we're trying to hustle around here and get this thing tore down and back together and get it ready for qualifying.
We may pay a little bit of special attention tonight to make sure all our stuff's dead on, spot on, ready to go. My son Ryan and his crew chief Joey, my wife and myself are here just non-stop, just nitpicking these trucks in for in, changing out parts. You know, in order for the truck to be its best, we put new brake rotors on it, change all the brake pads out, calipers, just a lot of parts that we throw at this thing.
You don't want to be caught short of parts, so our trailer was pretty much packed to capacity. Spare wheels, tires, probably about 15 shocks.
We packed 3 Gravedigger trucks. We've got 4 semi-tractor and trailers that we bring 3 of the trucks and 3 of the rigs, and we have 1 rig with nothing but parts in it. And we've got crew guys, Gravedigger people crawling everywhere. But man, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's all about loading your war chest, so to speak. The more goodies you have in your war chest, the better you are when it comes battle time. Almost all the drivers are actually their crew too, you know. A lot of hands-on work here, a lot of hard work, but hey, it all pays off in the end if you can win.
This is my home away from home, my condo on wheels, if you will. I designed this. Oh, we had it custom built. With Paul and I campaigning both the Gravedigger and the blacksmith truck, due to its popularity, we travel approximately 38 to 40 weeks a year. We're actually on the road more than we are at home. It has all the amenities of a full-size motorhome with a restroom and kitchenette area. Anywhere I travel in the United States, I'm at home. There are times when we do not make it away from the track. We are literally up all night repairing the trucks. So it really makes it nice that when you put in a long night racing, you can come in here, take a shower, get refreshed, go meet the fans. The trucks, there's so much destruction and everything's custom. You cannot go to an auto parts and buy this. And so it's very important to be well stocked, especially with your one-off items, your customized parts, and to have the equipment with you to make the repairs. We have spare tubing in case there's chassis damage, of course, all the fluids. Driveline parts are in this cabinet, electrical wiring, sockets, screwdrivers, tubing bender, FK rod ends, wrenches, 2 different types of welders. That's our attic. We have more spare parts up there too. A fuel cell, and in fact we can just drive the monster truck up to the door. I can pull my hose out and fill it up with methanol. That's one thing that's unique about with the monster truck drivers. They build these trucks themselves, they maintain them, they transport them, they drive them, they know them inside out.
Could I see the hands of the drivers? You guys at this particular point in the race are all in first place in my book. We proved last year that it's anybody's game. You're the best of the best, you're the top 16. Basically what I'm getting at is we've gone on and above the Call of Duty because it's the World Finals we do every year. That's the theme, I think, the whole year was more. Closer racing, faster trucks. You guys and gals are stepping up to the plate. So appreciate that. We are ahead of schedule as far as track building. We've widened up Thunder Alley. I don't know if you looked at it, Thunder Alley, walked the track, and a lot of you guys are walking it. The dirt crew spent days, not hours, days, making sure that the transition from the asphalt to the dirt is as smooth as possible and as level as possible for you guys. We've put calcium chloride in the track for the last couple of days. It's going to be tacky. Staging area out back. You are allowed to bring fuel to the staging area in 5-gallon containers. So you fuel your own trucks up when you need to, when you want to. I've got line judges just like I did last year, right behind you, making sure both tires go up the ramp, making sure you don't hit poles. It's a 5-second penalty, obviously, if you hit a pole. You can't afford 5 seconds here in this track. 1 is right and 2 is left, okay? Who we got? Jim Kohler's number 3.
Rick, give me one.
Come on, Deborah, what are you getting? What are you getting, Medusa? What'd you get? 13.
Oh, Lord, Albert. They got them stacked there. I get in there now.
2. You'll be going to the line, my friend. What we get? Number 8 for Little Tiger.
Hocus pocus, Kalamazoo. Come on, monster truck racer, let's hear from you. 16, look at that.
16. Holy cow. Hey, you can't keep it.
That's the first time
He'll try to play that at blackjack tonight. 5 for Blacksmith.
You say your little magical potion and boom. You know where the 1
What'd you get?
1.
Tom Mintz, number 1. Hello, 11.
Double 1. I'm gonna run with Tony. Jimmy, come up here and show us how a real pro does it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Put them back, both back in. 1. Rookie.
Scott, come on, man.
Come on. Jesus.
I'm gonna run your Help yourself, you got 3 of them to get.
What'd you get? 7. Lucky number 7 for King Crunch.
Come on, Kathy.
Is it Hocus Pocus?
Yeah. Well, you gonna follow him down? What'd you get? 6.
One stronger. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Could you go?
Holy cow. Tell you what, the ghost is still in the bag.
You want me to get one so bad I got to
cry. 10.
No, I did get a 1 on it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Holy cow.
I always seem to have it every year.
Well.
Guess how many egg chips you got in there? I don't know. 1. Yeah.
That's right. Jimmy's going to give you all the time to go shooting for us, what he's going to do.
Back you up, and then Blue Thunder, since he's right here, he's good right now.
So you're going to have him going back in?
Yeah.
Did you tell him?
I will.
Okay.
Because after that point, after I get done with you 2, throughout the whole night, everybody will go back and park, and then I'll bring the next 2 out. We're just going to be too jammed up. But for you being the first pair.
How soon you get on?
Probably get you in your seat about 10 minutes.
Vegas is unique, and it's the only show that we qualify the night before. We take the bodies off of most of the trucks. I prefer to run my front clip in qualifying because with the Blacksmith, with the big long nose out ahead of me, I don't want to get a false sense of vision going down the track.
We take the body off. A lot of these trucks have a body that conforms to the roll cage, and if there is a roll, it doesn't really hurt the body that much. I've got horns on my truck, so it doesn't take too much to break a horn off. We just prefer to just pull the body off. That way when the fans come in, they see a nice fresh body.
Most often, man, we don't want to damage the body in practice. If we're going to bust up a gravedigger body, we're going to do it in front of 70,000 people.
Going down the straightaways here at Vegas during the event is great. Seeing the stands, it's a sold out crowd, that's a rush. But I really enjoy it on qualifying nights when we don't have bodies on the trucks. It's like you're driving this huge dune buggy. You feel the wind, you know, come through. We're doing speeds over 60 miles an hour.
So you get a practice pass in each lane. You make that pass, you get a feel for it, make the adjustments, then you go out and make the qualifying run.
We also can set our fuel system up. The elevation in the air is a little different here. You can't make as good a horsepower here as you can when you go to my house. I'm right down there by the ocean. You know, sea level, man. We can get tons of horsepower, and so this gives us an opportunity to run the truck some, get the fuel system set up out here under a race condition. You can rev on it, you can run up and down the parking lot, do whatever you want to out back, but that ain't racing, you know. Power forward, 17.31, right.
I keep it from squirreling? I got too much power or something. And I'm down there, I'm just all over.
It's the track or the track?
I don't know. It was a wild ride. I don't know what the score time was. Was it good? Anybody hear it?
I heard 16:45.
16:45? If it's 16:45, that's the quickest yet. That's a good gas, I'll take it. I'll take it squirrely or not.
All right, ain't really. You don't think we lost enough? It's gonna hurt me? No. All right. I lost a lot of brake fluid.
It gets so hot it pulls out. It's
All right.
expanding.
All right. We lost our rear steer, a little wire, 10-cent piece came off. The vibrations probably just vibrated it off. So we got it taken care of. Hopefully we can make a better pass this time around.
This left-hand lane's kind of loose. I rode that wall all the way down, got squirreled up in the straight. Didn't feel too good, felt a little loose. Time's kind of down. We made some changes on the truck. I get that right lane next time, so I'm gonna try it. I think the right lane's a better lane, but I gotta try to make the best I can out of both of them.
Well, that corner definitely came up quicker than I wanted it to. When I hit that, it broke the steering orbiter. It was done. She started spraying everywhere.
It's a crossover relief valve. Basically, it prevents kickback, so whenever they take a high impact, the steering wheel doesn't kick in their hand, break their wrist or fingers or something like that. So when she hit the K-rail over here in the corner, it did its job. It blew the O-ring out, which caused all the hydraulic fluid to be on the ground, which now we're cleaning up on the track.
Well, I thought that was going to be a better lane over there, but it ain't looking all that promising. Especially if they drug that hydraulic oil all back up here on the get-off. What Richard said he got out pretty good.
They went down with the skidder and scraped up a bunch of dirt and put on the hydraulic fluid. But they put them barrier walls up there, remember 2 years ago when they took out that water thing on the corner?
driving down the straightaway and you want the steering wheel to be straight, it will not stay straight. It'll fight. It'll go out, it'll fight you off center this way, like a magnet. You try to put two magnets together, they don't want to go together. That's what it's doing. It will not stay straight. Boom this way or boom that way. It's not. No, this time it was fine. It was just a little squirrely down there because it's loose. And then in the turn, that rear steer switch, I think that's what they got. So you get one shot, qualify. Hey, we'll see what happens. They always have a pit party so these fans can come down, see the trucks in person, meet the driver in person, get to shake their hand, a picture taken, an autograph, the whole 9 yards. And that is, out of any motorsport, that is the most awesome thing that you can do, is get those fans one-on-one with everybody, one-on-one with all the drivers.
It's really cool that you're seeing your fans that you see across the country coming out here, following us to Las Vegas, making a weekend and a week of this deal, and it's great.
Hello. You gonna leave it on top of the canister again tonight?
We'll leave it on something, trust me.
Right.
Don't know where we'll end up yet.
That's right.
That's what we came here for.
All
right.
I mean, we really love the fans and care about what they're doing to help us keep doing what we love to do. I mean, they're buying the merchandise, spending their hard-earned money to watch us compete and perform, and that's just great. It's awesome.
The fans that are here are pretty much your die-hard, loyal, dedicated fans to monster truck racing. And I'll see people here that I've signed autographs for in Chicago. It'll be just like they're old friends.
We get fans from all 50 states and different countries, and then people take their family vacations. They do all kinds of different stuff just to come to Vegas.
This pit party is like no other pit party we do. I mean, obviously at every show we always try to integrate the fans as much as we can. We have, like usual, a live MC out there, but twice the speaker power.
I got the 6th highest or the fastest truck last night in qualification.
Woo! Very nice. You sit all over the world. They're from England.
Hello, Mike.
No, that's Australian. It's easy to get the accents confused. That's
Got music. It's like a huge, like, Lollapalooza, you know, almost like a concert fest. We've got all 36 trucks out here, autographs. You've got vendors. You can buy merchandise, and it's just upbeat all day.
36 monster trucks out here. The biggest pit party we've ever had. It's crazy. So that's the big king here, and I think we're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger each year.
They forgot to put you on the shaded side.
Actually, they tried that. I thought it'd make a better picture.
Right here. All right, that's a good one.
Good luck.
This guy gets excited. Come on up, ladies and gentlemen. You know him as the defending freestyle champion of the world, Jim Kohler in the Avenger, the 57 Chevy. And what a beautiful looking ride that is.
It's looking good. How you fans feeling out there? You ready for some wild freestyle?
That tastes like suntan and oil. The fans, they're why we do the World Finals. If we didn't have them stand on those autograph lines and have these fans, I wouldn't even be here talking about it right now.
All over the place, every monster. That's awesome. Can I take a picture with you? Yeah, go ahead.
So what do you think of that track?
Look pretty good. Looks good.
Looks awesome, don't it? Oh yeah. Got to hit everything out there, right?
Yeah, I was rooting for you.
Yeah, all right, thanks. Hi, how are you?
Hi there.
You must be the biggest fan here.
These young people right here wanted an autograph from the Avengers, so we're taking care of them.
Where'd they go?
Oh, they must have left. I don't know what happened to them. But anyway, I'm going to sign their book whether they want it or not. I'll force my autograph on them. That's what I'll do.
This is a VIP suite, like major sponsors and stuff like that. So we come up here and smooch with them a little bit and love on them and love all the kids and all that stuff. And man, we got people up here from probably 3 years old to 75 or 80 years old, and everybody's enjoying it. It's awesome. World Finals. This is big.
What's up? What's up? Last minute thoughts. There is no last minute thoughts. Jimmy Creighton, there's no thoughts. He's going down like a house of cards. It's gonna be crazy. We are gonna rock. Guy Wood's gonna rock. Right, Guy Wood. Right.
I'm right with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, come here. I want you to rock. I got it.
And I tell you what, we love coming here. You know, the Blue Thunder's been here the last 3 or 4 years. We love coming to Las Vegas. Man, the people here, it's unbelievable. Treat us like gold. Man, this is the show of shows. You got the top 16 trucks here. This is what it's all about.
Well, right now things are kind of shining. You know, we catered to all the fans for the pit party, the VIP treatment, all that stuff. We're lining the trucks up. We got a great big parade intro. And I have to do a small freestyle intro, so I'm going to jump in a truck that I haven't drove in over a year. So I'm going to go over here and get my belts all set. And right now, man, I'm just trying to be calm and cool. I got to sweep through these turns. I got a powerful truck. I got some good equipment, got a good crew. I just got to keep my head together, and I'm going to pull off a win here, man. I got a good feeling.
I'm not nervous yet, man, but I'll tell you what, the motor's fire, the butterflies will start flying too. You know, there's a lot of pressure here. There's a lot of people in the stands expecting an awesome show, and we're just going to go out there and do what we do best, entertain these folks.
Everybody, Kohler, in your truck, in your truck.
The crowd wants Medusa.
Green, go green, go green. Get down there, get down there, get down there.
See the hot rod officials down there making sure she is okay, and her crew chief is there as well. But if she's unable to come back, it could give an opportunity for the Little Tiger, the reigning champ, to return.
Confirmation driver is okay.
Yes, in fact, okay, and I do believe that Matt Steele is down there with her now. Medusa, you have really excited this crowd early on tonight, and I know that probably wasn't your plan to roll like that in racing tonight. You got the win. It's a little chewed up looking. We'll see, you know, you got a good crew, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I really didn't expect that to happen, you know, and my focus is on racing. This whole year I've been really damn good. And RL, I want to thank you. That's the reason why I won. I crossed that finish line, and I don't know where that came from, but I want to let you know, Las Vegas, that I'm okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for Medusa?
How high up? Hold that. Now, where's my toolbox at? It's over on the other side. Just got on the beat.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Tonight, Matt Steele is with him. Matt, what's going on, that guy? Lupe, you and I had a little private joke that I'm your good luck charm, and I'm sorry I didn't come through for you tonight.
The shocks broke off.
What?
The shocks busted off.
Oh, yeah, we lost them. Oh, yo! Hey. Yeah! That ain't good. Huh? Pull that off, pull that line off. Take that pin right there out, screw it on and then pull it out. We can take and push that bar up, it would straighten everything out.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can't get that up either. It's so strong, it's just
I know.
Stronger than I am.
It's all.
That's not attached, so it don't matter.
Yeah, that's not attached anymore. This ain't attached anymore.
It's all this right here, this bend. Get the bucket and zip ties. We gotta put this stuff back on.
Clean run, both trucks.
Tom was on top of the world. I know where Tom Lynch was through the rounds of racing here at the World Finals last year. It was in a right-hand lane, Thunder Alley, that Tom Lynch had problems that took him out of contention. He has not forgotten that, but he has never experienced mechanical problems here at the World Finals.
I got this one hooked, Rob. Okay.
I'm working on tying.
Come on, get off there. Come on. You fuel caps when we get home. These are junk.
Got about 3 minutes before we put Blacksmith on the line. Once we get Blacksmith on the line and we do a test and he's staged, it'd be 1 minute on the clock. And if he can't come back, Monster Mutt will come back in his place.
How we doing, Keith? Thrashing on Max D. Tell me how much time I got. You've got probably about 2 minutes.
Somebody ain't doing something.
2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes.
They're off to the races. All tools accounted for.
Blacksmith win that?
Blacksmith 16.88, 1688. Maximum 1712, 1712.
Blacksmith is your winner. Blacksmith is your winner. Blacksmith's jockeying around. Tell me who's got lane choice, Keith. Dicker's got lane choice. He's taking the right lane. Pablo ready? Come on, how's the Pablo? But he's still pretty hot. Good test, Dicker, Kevin. Good test, right lane. Good test, left lane. Are both lanes tested? Both lanes are tested and waiting to be refired. Fire 'em up! Fire 'em up! Track is, give me hands, guys, give me the hands. Track is clear in here, Mo, let's go. Copy, clear.
Gravedigger 1597, 1597. Axman 1704.
Yeah, let's go, freestyle props, let's go, get them out, guys.
Well, they weren't going to do it that way. I told them.
You wanted to go that?
I mean, it's going to be one time. But you have that shot. If I do it and succeed, become a two-time, that's cool. If I don't, at least I had my shot. If they sent me out before those guys, and I did awesome, but lose by a point because they sent me out before them, I'd be pissed. I hear you. I had to try it and see. I know it's money-wise and truck-wise, it's big shoes to fill. Those guys stay there, they can drive and skill me forever.
They got different pocketbooks. They got their own, you know, so I mean, the sky's the limit. Tear it up,
There's no doubt I had a big-time sponsor, like they're talking or something with the old program.
Yeah, whole deal.
Good job, dude, good job.
He's got that open, or he's got a limited slip for a second. Fair game. Reverse, Jimmy! Oh boy. That's gonna be ugly. Yeah. Hey.
Don't make me have to kill myself. Serious. You can get big ass air out there. You know that. Don't make me hurt myself. Yeah, but I mean, he don't like tearing his stuff up. I know he don't. He rips it up and does a good freestyle. But man, he drove the nose in the ground, and it was like he done with an attitude. Were you mad at him?
Man.
No.
Just disappointing.
What's disappointing?
It's 20.
I can tell you right now, I mean, yeah, but the judges are wrong. Those judges are wrong. That's big air, because what it's going to take is to ride the course all the way out. I'm telling you, man, you just got to drive over, and it's going to be hard for me to do it. I'm up here bragging right now, but I got a lot of confidence, so I'm just going to wait till the last 3 or 4 seconds, and I'm going to drill something stupid.
Come on, go!
Rip that front end all the way out.
I wish they were getting Jimmy off of that pile.
I know.
God dang it. I ain't going to run over him. I'm not.
I think that'd be Never mind. No comment.
Yeah, I'm not.
Promise is promise.
Absolutely
Yeah.
no comment.
No, I just wish it wasn't there so we could get the, if it got smashed the other way. No, if it gets laid down this way where Carl was going, you know, if it lays on this side, that's a good obstacle. Big, sweet air.
Are we still out there?
Yeah.
Are we still out there?
You guys are still out there too.
Yeah.
You're fair game too, Debbie. Yeah, please don't use
No.
this as a ramp or
No.
anything.
No, when you're pulled off to the side. All right, here goes Pablo. Keep your cool.
You got work for next week.
Did they pull you out?
You got work for next week.
Where's your truck at?
On the track.
Whereabouts? In that pile?
No, I'm in a corner down there.
Oh, that's cool.
You got robbed, brother. Oh, I know. You got robbed. I know, man. But hey, thanks. Nice there. Yeah, really? Yeah.
Mike Wales, Brian. Yeah, go ahead. This is good to go with her truck. Copy the good to go with her truck. Nice job, guys.
The encore is going to be tough. As big as the obstacles are, we might not even make it to the. What we're going to do is we're going to do a fountain crash, you know, where we just hit the tires together and go. That's what we want to try to do, but I don't know.
Dennis, did I get any air?
Yes, sir. That's a big air, dude.
I put Viagra.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I knew if that zombie lived through that. Dude, that was.
Hey, I got a 20. I'm like, you gotta be me.
Oh, I know it. I'm telling you, the judges are shrewd, and what they're going by is the time, and that's what it's taking, man. It's the duration for the ride. It's hard to ride that thing and make it look.
Hell yeah. Jimmy's like guarded around people. I couldn't get over to give him a hard time.
Dawn's jealous.
If I was his wife, I'd be pissed.
I know.
Hey,
She must be.
take the feathers off. Hey,
She must be a good woman.
you need to go up there and be like, hey, get off my
His wife must be a good woman.
I want to see you go.
What's that?
Really? What would I do? Go up there? Sit on them or what? Sit on him?
On his lap.
Yeah.
And go like this.
Should I really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go up there with him.
Yes.
Rub on him a little bit. Love on him.
No, when you get up there, go like this to him.
Yeah. All right.
Coaching, but you got it.
So you think I had about a good half minute up there every time?
Man, I mean, you could have sit there and waved, threw your arms out or something. Who knows? That wheel popped off right then, didn't it?
Yeah, I was kind of bummed, you know. I definitely had plans to come around and catch bigger air than that, huh?
Well, I don't know what were you going to back up over this and just do a donut right in the middle of the motor home, I thought.
Well, yeah, when I knew I broke something off and I knew I didn't need to end my freestyle there, so I thought I'd throw it in reverse and try come around and do something. And
That's the only thing that was working, dragging the front end around.
That motorhome done rolled me over.
There's your repeat. There it is. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
That was excellent. That
is what Lupe is all about. That container hung him up last year. He took it out, rocked the van. That's firing me up. I'm heading down, getting my truck, pull it into Thunder Alley. I'm ready. They're firing me up now, man. Yeah!
He got a lot of air. He took a big chance, but he got right around Jimmy's truck, and he came out of it pretty good until he landed.
So we're still talking to El Toro Loco. We're still our friend. Oh no, that was good. He cleared it. If he would have landed on it, I'd have been a little weary.
Jimmy passed out. We went over and put some water in his face. It's all right, dude. He was okay.
Nice job.
Awesome. Excellent job.
You could win it all with that, boy. Oh, yeah.
Everybody that's been out there has had one spectacular hit on a different obstacle throughout the night, and it's been good. I mean, the problem is now there's getting to be so much stuff sitting everywhere you can't run around.
Right.
You know, the obstacles were close to start with. Now there's an obstacle in between each obstacle, and that's going to make it hard for the big guys.
Well,
we'll see how it goes.
You got Big Daddy coming out here.
Dennis, you got Tom. I mean, there's still plenty of trucks left. They'll do something. Jimmy Kohler, he's got big shoes to fill.
Jimmy, Tom,
Dennis, Jimmy. Medusa.
The show is on.
Now, boy.
Party's on now.
It now showtime.
Put her front stern aside, see if she does.
They suck. I'm gonna go start mine and run right over that one. No. You know what? Last year when it over now, you know what? They down like
Hey, you guys want to be
Well, there it was.
I'm going 200 I got another one. He's a 200. You guys are tied.
side of a house and you're gonna match.
I don't know what I got, dude.
My damn wheel was hanging out like yours. Oh my God.
I know, and I couldn't get rid of it. I tried.
I was trying to remind you.
You can't have it this way. I want Rick Young.
After the show, we've got to pick up all the pieces and the parts and whatever's laying all over the racetrack and laying out alongside the trailer and everything you've tore up and broke up, and just try and stuff it all back in the trailer, and then it's time to go home and do the next one.
And you get in that wheel and you sit down, I'm like, what is he doing now? He ain't stopping. It wasn't, I just read it and I went, oh man.
I didn't want to throw it in reverse.
You're right.
And I think I just locked up right here. I should have like thrown the rear steer, but I make for lock.
After the event, most events, after we're done, it's usually just a matter of pulling tires off and loading it into the trailer. Here it's going to be a matter of rounding up all the parts that were broke, rounding up all our body parts. Last year we had to push it into the trailer with a loader. This year it's probably going to be the same thing.
Get this one. I got to be here.
Daddy,
job,
you're the
dude.
one that pushed me all the way to here.
Right on, man.
You're the
Proud
one that
of
pushes
you,
me
Luke.
here.
Right on.
I watched you guys on TV for a long time.
That's a good job.
Awesome. Look at your truck. That's pretty work. Pretty work.
This year we have an event 5 days after Vegas, and we will destroy the truck here. I will do it for my fans. My crew's not too happy about that. So what happens to the truck Saturday night has to be repaired and ready by Monday when we leave here.
But you know what? A bad ending leaves for another story next year.
So if he wouldn't have turned over, it'll fire and you can tow it out with some steering and switch the 4-link bar, sure go in the trailer and push it up in there or winch it in or put a trans in or whatever.
You're on your way when you hit that
So did I, dude. So did I. It felt so good because when I went over there and I hit this, it felt so good and it was perfectly level. When it come down, I was like, cool, I'll come around, hit that, I can swing around. I mean, you can tell what you're going to do now, but I wanted that big hill. I wanted that big hill bad. But whatever damage we've done to the truck or whatever's left, we pretty much have to scoop that all up and pile it back into the trailer. It was nice and organized coming to the show, but after the show, it's squeeze it all in, get her back to the shop so we can put her back together for next time.
Sweet, man. That was sweet. I was sitting back there in the trees. I was like, oh, yeah. And you just completely cleared this whole truck.
Is that right?
Yeah, that was good. You deserve that, man.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I love y'all. Hey.
I tell you what, man, when I got it spun around there, I could finally get it going one direction there. I saw that back of that semi-trailer. I was like, this is a good place to end it. And I hit that thing so hard, it was like I went right through the windshield, man. It was unbelievable how hard it hit. It was like a major car crash. As you can see, it blew the tire right off the rim. Busted everything. You know what? We got more parts. Parts are cheap. You know, do it for the love. Love's hard to come by sometimes. Be good. Thank you, sir. I can't believe that tire would not come off. I don't know what went on there. Hung up on the freaking, busted the spindle clear off. But it's held on by the steering ram. Bent that ram. Yeah. Can't fall in love with the parts. The cool thing about it is, anybody lived up to this name tonight, I truly believe it was me. Comments maximum destruction.
Just put another limit strap or get a chain. Just get a chain and chain the rear end underneath it. We'll still be here Tuesday trying to take a rake and get our stuff back in the trailer and ready to go on to the next event, prepare the trucks. I go from here to Reno, so my stuff has to be 100% next weekend, and it will be.
World Final 5 champ. Woo!
Monster Truck World idiots right here.
Here's your sign. Who here owns the truck? I do. I own one. I own a couple trucks.
We're the only smart ones here.
Anybody want to buy one?
Yeah. I've been coming here to Sam Boyd Stadium since like 1989. And we were nothing here then. You know what I mean? We were like big old slow dinosaurs.
20 years ago, they just drove over cars and the crowd went nuts. You do that today in a stadium and they're booing you out of the place, you know?
I want to go out there and have people go, holy, man, she means business. That just ain't some girl out there. That girl can drive. That's what I want. Winning or losing, man, that girl can drive. To me, yeah.
I mean, it'd be kind of nice to start from a straight shot out from where we're doing instead of turning the first turn, to really see how big of speeds we could hit.
I see Monster Jam, I see the World Finals and all the Monster Jam Tour. I think we're just starting out like NASCAR was maybe 15 years ago. On a scale, I think we're still going up.
I think that it's going to come down to where we're going to come out here, we're going to have 30 monster trucks. We're going to race all 30 monster trucks, but we're going to pair them up. We're going to have teams of trucks. We're going to have 2 trucks per lane, 4 trucks racing at one time. That's going to be crazy. And I've thought about it, and there actually is enough room here to do it. We'd probably have to cut some of the obstacles down on the course, but they could come back and put the obstacles on the course after we got done racing for freestyle. So you just watch, man. That may happen. We'll have Nerf bars on our trucks so we don't interlock the tires. That'll be some crazy racing right there, I think. I hope they do it. I'm ready for it.